Hello my dear friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to be looking at Mars conjunct Jupiter in synastry. So this video is for you if you are experiencing this particular conjunction with another individual in their natal chart, or maybe you're a cross watcher. If you are, welcome as well. Mars in our natal charts deals with our drive, our ambition, things we are passionate about, how we handle conflict. It can also be the aggression energy, and it is the sexual energy as well. It's all about how we go about getting things. Jupiter is the expansive planet. It's a planet of luck. It's a planet of fortune. It's also the spiritual planet as well. It is ruled by Sagittarius currently, but it did used to be ruled by Pisces as well. So there is this spirituality aspect connected to Jupiter. It is also going to be the guru as well. Also, Jupiter a lot of the time can be the area where we get away with certain things as well, because it gives us that luck energy. That's sometimes how I see Jupiter as well. It's like whatever sign you have Jupiter in, you can kind of push things to the limit in that area. Obviously not taking advantage of the energy where it's kind of like overboard, but you can kind of play with the energy to see how far you can push something. And a lot of the time you might get away with these things as well, okay, with that Jupiter energy. Also, Jupiter could be the teacher as well. A lot of the time Jupiter energy goes off, learns something, learns some sort of concept, comes back, teaches it. So the way you teach something, it's going to be different for different people. It could be guru, like I mentioned. It could be like a motivational speaker. It could be just like an actual teacher, like in a school. So the possibilities are endless. So when we have these two energies coming in contact with each other, Mars, the energy of goals and ambition, and Jupiter, the energy of expansion, well, in this particular area, the Mars person might feel like their goals are being expanded. They might feel very lucky when they are around the Jupiter person. This energy could definitely expand in that positive sense, whatever the goals, whatever the ambitions are. And also maybe to the Jupiter person, the Mars person can kind of initiate things. For example, maybe there are certain things that the Jupiter person has wanted to do, but maybe they were just out and about having fun, having a good time. They didn't really get around to it. And then the Mars person comes through and kind of puts that energy into focus. So it is a very, very positive energy when it is being expressed in that positive sense. This could be a very good like business partnership, for example. I mean, it could absolutely play out in a relationship as well, like a romantic relationship. Obviously depends on the rest of the aspects taking place between the two individuals, because just this particular conjunction on its own might not necessarily be the most romantic relationship. It could be a very sexual relationship though. Like there could be a lot of sexual activity that does take place because the Mars person is being expanded through the Jupiter person and vice versa. So absolutely it could increase the sexual activity between two people and be expansive in this area as well. So once again, it depends what kind of relationship it is. But if we are looking at it maybe from like a platonic or like even like a business partnership, I do find a lot of the Mars aspects in terms of business relationships could be very, very good. Or maybe two people who are going towards some goal together or some sort of end result together. Like this energy could really be expansive in that way, absolutely, because Jupiter is expanding the area. The Mars person could feel very lucky when the Jupiter person's around. Maybe the Mars person feels very blessed in their endeavors when the Jupiter person is around. And same thing, like the Jupiter person benefits as well, because it's like maybe the Jupiter person like didn't maybe have necessarily a lot of ambition or drive, or like I mentioned, maybe they were having a lot of fun or just like here, there, everywhere, just like having a good time. And then like the Mars person comes through and reels that energy back in. And it's like, okay, now we're focusing on this thing, that thing. So it could be, let's say, even in a romantic relationship, like let's say you guys have other romantic placements or aspects taking place in your synastry. Like it could be very much like a relationship where it's like two people have some sort of end goal together. Like it could in a way be a very positive relationship if you think about it, because it's like if it's a longer term relationship, even to the point of marriage or commitment, like this energy could absolutely bring through a lot of abundance. It could into this relationship. A lot of having some form of end goal and like working toward it together, and like the two people feeling very, very expanded. Now, just like there's a light side, there's always a shadow aspect of this energy. So in the shadow sense, Jupiter could expand this energy in the shadow sense as well. So what do I mean by this? Maybe there could be a lot of aggression. Maybe there could be a lot of conflict. Maybe there could be a lot of fighting. Maybe there could be a lot of like power plays as well, because Mars can deal sometimes with the ego as well. So Jupiter could expand this energy in the shadow sense as well. So it depends how evolved the two people are, how evolved are the energies within the two people, what else is going on with the rest of the synastry placements, and like even within the individual people's natal charts as well. So it really, really depends, but it could go into the shadow sense absolutely of this. It could also go into like shadow hedonism, or just like maybe just like having some sort of goals that are hedonistic, for example, and that aspect of things being expanded. I'm even psychically seeing like this could go into like a maybe shadow aspect of getting your goals, or just like I'm getting like a trickster energy, even because like Jupiter energy could be the trickster. Like I could see this energy potentially, obviously this isn't going to be for everybody that has this, but again, the energy can manifest so many different ways. But I could see it going into the direction of like something like shady or behind the scenes, or maybe where people are manipulating or tricking, or just like tricking people, or like that tricky salesman. Like that's kind of like the vibe also that it can go into, because again, it could expand in the shadow aspect as well. But overall, when it is in the positive divine version, it's a very nice energy. Like it could be very, very good for business, getting towards some sort of end goal together. And this dynamic could have a lot of abundance coming through it if there is some form of end goal in mind. I find a lot of the time the energies like overall in a natal chart go into the shadow of the energy if there isn't some form of end goal in mind, or something bigger, or something that the people are working towards. Because Mars, that's kind of how the Mars energy goes into aggression within a person overall, because it's like Mars's passion is that drive. So you want to find something that you're excited about, something that you're passionate about. And if you don't have that and you're kind of just like aiming around or wandering around mindlessly, it could go inward, the energy, and it could become aggressive. So this is important to keep in mind. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here on Mars conjunct Jupiter in Synastry. I do hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.